In this video, you will learn how to find the arc length of a circle corresponding to a given central angle. So just to get a clear image in your mind of what I mean, I've drawn a circle here with a central angle, which I've called alpha. The radius of the circle we'll label r, and then the arc length is this arc of the circle that is intercepted by the angle. And I'll give this the label S that we'll need below. And an important thing to keep in mind here is that the arc length, or the proportion of the arc length to the total circumference, is the same as the proportion of alpha, the angle in radians, to 2 pi, all the way around the circle. And if you spend a few minutes working through the math, or you can take a look at your textbook to see the details, this leads to a simple formula for the arc length corresponding to the angle alpha. We just have to get the angle measured in radians and multiply by the radius of the circle. So let's give this a quick try with an example. Here we're going to look at a bike wheel with a standard diameter of 700 millimeters. And we know that the angle between each spoke of our wheel is 10 degrees. What I want to find out is what is the length of the arc between each spoke. So we know what formula to use. S equals alpha r, but we don't know alpha in radians or r, the radius. Let's start with the radius. We know that the radius is the diameter of our circle, or our wheel in this case, divided by 2. So we can plug in our diameter of 700 millimeters and divide by 2 to get the radius to be 350 millimeters. We also need to get alpha by converting 10 degrees to radians, like we did in the previous video. And in order to do that, we have to multiply 10 degrees by pi radians over 180 degrees. This is because there are 180 degrees for each pi radians. Okay, so the degrees cancel out, and we're left with 1 over 18 pi. So now all we have to do is multiply our angle, 1 over 18 pi, by the radius, 350 millimeters, to get the arc length to be approximately 61.09 millimeters between each spoke.